hello there, YouTube. Believe it or not, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Today's Saturday the 10th of September. So up Highway 12 past Packwood, like going towards Mount Rainier, there's a big fire there. Obviously, the smoke is coming our way. Is that crazy or what? So it got up to 90 degrees and then all the smoke started rolling over. And when it did, it has now dropped to 82. The high was supposed to be 85 or 95 today here in Toledo. Is that crazy looking or what? Man, there's literally no wind. It is absolutely, completely calm out here. But how weird does that look up in the mountains and stuff? It's so strange. The air quality is quite low, needless to say. It's pretty much not safe to be out here. But how weird is it? And it's so quiet. I just heard a plane taking off here a while ago, too. Man. I don't even know where... Kylie, I thought I'd seen her. I think she was in the back. Maybe it's an Oregon fire that's coming up this way. Because if you look north, it's brighter. Here's that plane that just took off. That's the guy that usually drops off parachuters, but he's probably just going out looking around. But, you know, Packwood from us is like out that way. Like, you know how you can see Rainier, we used to see it before the trees grew out there. Severe weather air quality alert in effect. I couldn't read the rest of it. A little notification popped up on my phone. But that's pretty concentrated out there. Holy moly. That's very, very strange looking. That guy's flying over there where you can still see. Man, what a mess. Oh, I came out here to look for Kylie. She must be in the barn somewhere. Kylie, are you saying you're not going to have any part of all this smoke out here? You're probably looking at us wondering what's going on. Your eye's red too, or is that just the light? Looks like your eye, like you got pink eye there, hee-haw. Crazy old guy. Yeah, she must have got something in that eye. She probably poked it with something. It's only her right eye. What you got going on here? Man, you getting that mom out here. Look like you might have scratched yourself or something there, Kylie. Get mom out here to take a look at you. That don't look good, girl. Man, it is thick as thieves out here. You walk out and it's just like, wow. Where's the forest fire? It is the one by Packwood. That's the one getting, so I told you I was going to look, well, maybe I told you. I got these apps that show you where all the smoke's going. That's where it's all coming from. And it's got up, it's pretty warm out here now. It's like really thick. It's supposed to be lack of humidity. Well, if you look at this one weather app that shows the flow, we're in a hole. Everything's moving around us and we're just stuck in a hole. There's no air moving here. I mean, nothing's moving. That's kind of cool. Well, let me show you what I've been doing here for the last few minutes. So I never did have a chance at work to do my Metzlers, so I brought them home. And you go, how? I might ask, are you ever going to do that at home? You have no tire changer, you have no balancer. Well, because I've been messing around with motorcycles for a long time, I've done this before. I've done this on the road before. But I've never had actual quality tools to do it. Not that these are super high quality. Motion Pro, maybe. That's just a cheap little hand vise thing. Kind of almost like a C-clamp thing. But anyway, I mean, there's no strength to this thing. These are very hard tires. They're really very strong sidewalls on them. The Metzlers, man, are even harder yet, so that's kind of scary. But, you know, it's not them low profile, fancy radial stuff like they got nowadays, you know. But anyway, this tire prying thing, a little board to kind of keep the C-clamp from moving around. You put the one flat on the rim, take the other one, screw it in. Once you get it good and collapsed, you use these fancy dancy pry tools from Motion Pro, and boom, breaks loose. Make sure the one side's all the way done. You go around the other side, do the same thing, knock it loose. And I do it on the bike. The one I had to do it with on the road before, it had a center stand, so that made it really easy. Of course, there's no center stand on these things. So I put it up on my budget Harbor Freight. I'm not even using the fancy scissor jack one. This one's actually more stable on the ground, so you don't get a lot of movement out of that. That one, it's great, but it flexes on the forks a little bit to make me nervous for doing anything heavy. So anyway, so I will use the new tire to lay this on to get the tire off the rim, and then I'll use this tire to put that tire back on the rim. And then I use Ride-On tire sealer / balancer. I'm pretty sure I have not the stuff there for the lawnmower. Do not use that in your motorcycle or car. That is not a balancer. It's just a sealer. The other stuff is actually a balancer and a sealer. But anyway, that's what I'll balance the wheels with. I mean, I put a whole bottle in one tire. It's 8 ounces. I can promise you, no matter what, this wheel will not be 8 ounces off. All right. So that's what I've been doing. You know, technically speaking, these tires aren't bad. I don't like that little of tread left. But they're, you know, measuring by the, 50% bar or wear bars, they're not actually there yet. Close enough, these tires need to be replaced. Plus the fact they're 9 years old. All right. Forgot that the axle comes out the right-hand side. So I had to loosen the exhaust because there's a crossover. This tube is a stay. They don't use this anymore, but it's also a crossover tube between the front and the rear exhaust. Gives it that purge effect. They got something else they do now. So anyway, using a new tire, just flop it on the ground, and you just work your way around it, and comes off actually fairly easy. That tire, I don't know what it is about a new tire. They're always stiff as a cog. So here we go. We'll get it on there. It's no big deal. Out with the old, in with the new. We're about to eat dinner here before too long. So I'm going to go out and do a little goodbye with Kelly. But got the rear tire on. It wasn't bad at all, actually. I still I'm just letting the tire sit with the proper air in it. I'll just let it sit overnight. Then I'll put some Ride-On in it tomorrow. And I found that my little reflector thing here, which is part of this whole deal, I may just end up cutting that thing out or whatever, but it's actually hit the top of my my guard, and it pushed that thing in, and it rubbed a spot on my pulley and wore a little spot somewhere on it there. It's weird. Those progressives must collapse more. Which is a big guy being on there. It could have happened when we were riding 2 up. I don't know. This thing doesn't bottom out really easy, if at all, ever. Not with those progressives on there. Still got to do the front tire work. Yeah, there it is right there. But yeah, I'm glad to have the new Metzler on the back there. That's an ME888. And despite feeling like the carcass was going to be too hard and to get on and off, it was pretty much the same as the Michelin Scorcher that was on there. A little more pliable, it feels like, but that seems to be kind of common when you put new tires on things. But Here we are. Little hometown, at home, by yourself, tire changing. That front tire will be super easy. The larger the front and the skinny, you know, because they're usually skinnier, man, they're super easy. Now look at there. A new, well, it's got half the skins on it. That'll be nice. I'll get up in the morning and finish that. Hopefully, the smoky weather will subside enough that the little woman and I go for a ride and we'll take the iron. Although the last time we did that, it was really hard to do the dual vlog. Seems like we've dual vlogged on when I've ridden the iron a lot of times before. I noticed my voice was really muted for some reason, and it didn't seem like that when I was editing it, but when I always, before I turn it live, I'll proof it on YouTube to see what it looks like. And man, my voice was really quiet. It was muffled, kind of in the background. So if I ride this tomorrow, which if at all possible I will, because it's gonna put a little miles. It takes a bit to get those tires broke in. They usually say about 100 miles. But people make one mistake. They do 100 miles down the freeway and go, well, I'll put 100 miles on it. And, you know, the thing scared me, almost crashed, or they did crash when they hit the twisties. You know, when you ride them to break them in, you got to get all the way on the tire. I'm not saying you got to take the chicken strip off of them. You can't help that on one of these cruisers. Everything else of the bike drags before you get that far. You can see a big old chicken strip on this thing after 9 years. But look at the way that tire wraps all the way around there. You'd never, if you got that thing that far, man, not even the S1000 RR would go that far over on a round tire like that. But yeah, you're never going to use the tires up on this thing. But try to get some, you know, back road miles on them slowly at first. Know your bike and realize when it's feeling a little funky. You guys remember I took that 1200 iron for the ride. Those tires were brand new on there. And I come out, you know, where I wave at the guy in that office. And I come out and I turn right to go back up to the store. I rolled on a little bit and she tail wagged on me pretty good. But those tires didn't have no miles on them. They probably got 10 miles altogether. Be careful when they're new. So, anyway, I'll put my little flashlight on there, let that thing charge up. Kelly out there pranking me. Woman, got the dogs all going. So I'll go out and see what's going on with why the dogs are all freaking out. She's hiding behind the shop door there. About made me jump out of my skin. I go, woman, that would have been a good prank to record, but you surprised me. I'd have thrown something at her, swung at her with a big old wrench or something. All right, little iron. How about that? So you're getting your a late birthday gift. How about that? Oh, I'm gonna leave the key in there. Even though these things are here and dogs and cameras and everything else, nothing gets left unlocked. Just because. Oh, it's a connector. I see that little yellow coupler thing on there. I go, is that a dead leaf? If there was a leaf I was fighting earlier. So every time I turned around, the thing's on my towel. And like, where are you coming from? Seems awfully hot in here, even though the air conditioner's set to go. But anyway, let's go out there, do a little goodbye with the little woman. And I'll go ahead and lock up here, and we'll carry on tomorrow. The little Milwaukee thing works great for beading tires, by the way. Bye, ba-boom. Alrighty. Lovely old iron. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, what a smoke-filled, humid, hot, funky kind of day.
It is a funky day.
Yeah, I think everybody else, I was looking at Vancouver and they were 15% humidity today. Crazy wind and lots of heat. It's just muggy hot here. I don't even know what the temperature is. It just feels hot. It's like the sun is all around you, but it's trying to sneak through the smoke-filled skies.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Well, I hope this thing burns off for tomorrow.
I know it. I wanted to go for a ride today.
Yeah, we talked about it, but man, you step out.
It was really, really thick.
Yeah,
over there.
you step out of the house and you just like, wow, yeah, you don't want to be out there breathing that.
Yeah.
Sorry for shaking the camera there. Something was trying to crawl on me. I think it was a mosquito.
Probably some little evil suckers.
Heck yeah. Anyway, it's been kind of a day just goofing around and messing around with Harley tires. That's kind of cool. Working on getting them tires on the old iron there.
Yeah.
That's
good.
long overdue.
Yeah, those were getting sketchy.
Even though those axles, you can always pull them out and use that. He was on the back side of my wrist there, and recoat the axles and stuff with anti-seize. It was still on there. There's no corrosion, but that anti-seize, after 9 years, had coagulated. I mean, the axle came out, but it was all thick and funky looking. So I'm like,
Put some fresh stuff.
yeah, they'll be all clean and fresh. So anyway, I think on that we're gonna roll out. Kind of a weird, quiet day. Mama's been in here on her computer and watching TV and lots of house cleaning. I walked in and like, wow. She went crazy. I kept hearing the trash can out here shutting. She goes, I'm doing some spring cleaning in the fall.
Well, see, he goes out into the garage. Then I can get stuff out of the house.
Oh, that's probably throwing the...
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find that. Whatever,
you know. Boxes to everything.
Oh, yeah. You never know right at first if, you're going to return it or there's something wrong and you need to return it. You know, guy thing. Guy gadget thing. All right.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. All right. We'll see you then.
We'll see you in the morning.
Hopefully this will blow off and we can go for a ride tomorrow. That'd be nice. It'll be cooler, nice. Or it should be cooler. Mm-hmm. Never know. You just got to wake up and do the old...
Yeah, this is what it is today.
All right. Thanks for watching now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.